everyone, this is Judy Adele, and I am going to be doing a reaction video today. This is a request from Indra Lesmana, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing or emphasizing your name correctly. This is a song, we don't know a whole lot about it. I have been told by my DJ it is Indonesian, and it appears to be a prayer, and that it is quite beautiful. So, there we go.
Damaikan mati ini saat salahku melangkah, gelap hati penuh dosa, beriku jalan berarah temuimu di syurga. Terima sembah sujudku, terimalah doaku, terima sembah sujudku, izinkan ku bertaubat. Maulana ya Maulana, ya Samya du'ana. 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 Saat salahku melangkah, gelap hati penuh dosa, beriku jalan berarah temuimu di syurga. Terima sembah sujudku, terimalah doaku, terima sembah sujudku, izinkan ku bertaubat. Maulana ya Maulana, ya Samya du'ana. Maulana ya Maulana, ya Samya du'ana. Maulana ya Maulana, ya Samya du'ana. Maulana ya Maulana, ya Samya du'ana.
It's fun to listen to. So I know nothing, obviously, about this song. As I said in the beginning, I know nothing about the words. I know nothing about any of that at this moment in time. It's always interesting to listen to something like this, just the simplicity of the background music and the simplicity and the focus of her lyrics and her voice, and to listen to the way other languages are pronounced, like just the differences and the different little things that I'm sure there's a technical word for better than things in languages, just the way that we use our mouths and the way that we speak, the different ways we use. I'm horribly describing what I'm trying to say. Just the way we pronounce words, the different things that are in different languages. Some languages have clicks, and this language has little different things that I don't really have words for. And then the different ways that, other countries, when you listen to their music, kind of use their voice in that little way that I don't have another word for, that I'll spare you from showing at the moment. But it's just interesting to hear what maybe, and again, I don't know anything about this particular prayer and how sacred or widespread it is. But I just enjoy listening to, yes, it's beautiful, and her voice is so pure and beautiful and focused on the words, and yeah, It's lovely, but it's just interesting when you're listening to a language that you don't know and you know that it is a meaningful song that again, and my ears are listening to it a little bit differently and a little more focused. It's very cool.
Terima sembah sujudku, terimalah doaku. Terima sembah sujudku, izinkan ku bertaubat. Maulana ya Maulana, ya sami'a doana. 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 Maulana ya Maulana, ya sami'a doana.
Very nice, very simple. Love the background of the trees. Again, just that simple her out there in nature. Very lovely. It had, and so I'm saying this and hopefully not being offensive in any sort of way, but I have no intention to be. But I'll tell you my first thought when I listened to it. Of course, like I was saying, just the differences of how people use their voices, right, in different cultures. It reminds me a little bit of some of the Indian music that I've heard. Just again, the way the voice is used, which is cool, makes sense. It's kind of over in that direction compared to where I am here in the U.S. And it reminded me as it started out, there is a singer, she's an American singer named, and I'm probably going to pronounce her name wrong too, but I believe it's something close to Sonatam Kaur, and just the tonalities and things like that. And I've heard her music, and I have one of her albums, and I really enjoy it. And it is kind of that spiritual, that kind of prayerful music. And so that was one of the first things that I thought of, recognizing fully that it's not the same person, not the same music, not the same country. But that was where my mind first went. And it was just like, oh, like this feels a little bit familiar and happy. So thank you so much for that request. That is a lovely, something different than we're typically listening to, right, on the radio here in the US where I'm at. But very, very pretty, and I appreciate you request, and I appreciate you sharing, and I hope you all enjoyed. Again, it's a nice, simple, beautiful. We all need a little bit of a trip to nature, and sometimes it has to be through through our computer screens, right? So take it where we can get it. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. Please like, subscribe. Love to hear your comments. Love to hear some of the other videos that you would enjoy watching along with me. Take good care. Thank you again. And until next time, enjoy the music. Bye bye.